what makes you excited either about where Forwrd is going next, and what sort of gets you excited about what that roadmap looks like? And then maybe a little more macro than that of sort of how you see some of AI's impact on GTM software, and how you sort of see things changing.
So with regards to Forwrd, I think what excites me is that everything is new. We're always doing like new stuff that we don't know if they will work. It's being super creative all day long. That's amazing for me. I love to build, I love to create. That's awesome. So with Forwrd, as I told you before, I believe that the key is hyper automation. And we are in the center of helping employees and helping companies essentially to hyper automate their own business processes, right? So if I can achieve the same business goals with a half of the team size, or
Mm-hmm.
if I can expand my business outcome by 10 times instead of 2 times in the same workforce, that's amazing. And the way to achieve it is using AI. This is already agreed. Now,
Mm-hmm.
the question is how you would implement this AI. And that's what excites me about Forwrd, because Forwrd helps teams to implement AI and to embed it into business processes quickly and to see the results.
Is speed like, so you talked a little bit, do you think just speed's the most important thing because the faster you start getting those returns, the faster they compound? Or is it just that, like, if like, when you quickly seems to come up repeatedly for you, and where do you think that the speed is the most important sort of metric that you're looking at?
When I'm saying speed is when you're building AI and AI models, you won't be successful in your first model. Maybe in your second model or your third model, right? In order to get to your second or your third model, you need to fail fast in your first model. If you will do an internal project within your company with, like I try to do, and you will fail after a year, you won't start your second model. So I think
Mm-hmm.
because it's super new and everything that we build is new, you need to be able to execute and see results fast. It doesn't need to be a day or an hour. It can be a week. It can be 3 weeks. It can be a month. But you need to control it. You need to own it. And by having something like Forwrd that lets you own it and build it, you control it yourself. You don't have like a big team that kind of, impacts you, right? You control it. And I think that that's the key. The key is that we enable folks to own it completely end to end so they can fail fast on the first model and see the results and see the improvement on their second model, on their third model, on their fifth use case. And I think that that's a very important aspect while adopting new technologies, that you don't know exactly what you will get. You need to see something, you need to feel something. It's like an MVP of a
Mm-hmm.
product, right? You don't expect it to be perfect, but you expect to feel something, to see something. And until you don't feel it, until you don't see it, you can't really impact anything. So the key here is how can I do something on my own without a lot of resources, and how can I actually do an impact fast? Because if I can do an impact fast, that will increase the top line by, I don't know, 1%,
Sure,
maybe
sure.
in,
But
right?
you might
So
learn
that's
something along the way.
exactly. And it's the same for me. And by the way, as I build this platform, as the team, we're changing, we're adding constantly features to the platform. And I always say to the team, we need to deliver new features on a weekly basis. That's very, very important in order to see, in order to feel what's working, what's not working. That's very important for a startup or for any project that's starting out.